Hello everybody, Rusted Ground here. Welcome back to another video. This time we're taking a look at Linked Banner of the Spark. This is a co-op action game from developer FuzzyBot. It is actually their first game and it's currently in early access. Full disclosure here, I have been contacted by FuzzyBot in January this year and was offered a key for the game, but I had already bought the game since it came out into early access back in October last year, and I was planning to give it a try, so I passed on the key that FuzzyBot gave me to my buddy Netstorm so that we can play together. Now, about Linked Banner of the Spark. As I said, it is a co-op game where you fight through roguelite inspired missions while simultaneously building your own little village or town. The game is split into two main sections, I would say. The first is a cozy town / base building game, and the second is a dungeon crawler. The game has a main story that revolves around you fighting against some evil robots and saving the good ones. The story will guide you through various missions and help you unlock the most important members of your growing community. The early access features 4 campaign chapters, each containing 6 main missions, and apart from these main missions, you also have 3 other types of side activities classified as requests, expeditions, and events. The robots that you find during your various missions will join your town, and some of them will become vendors for various goods and services, while others will become townfolk, and they will wander around your town, giving you small fetch quests here and there. Every time you help out one of your robots, you will increase your friendship with them, and there are several milestones that you can reach on the friendship scale with each of the robots, and each milestone will reward you with something. From new weapon designs or seeds to plant to currency and decorations that you can use in your town. Another aspect that I want to talk about is that in this game you craft all of your things, and that includes your weapons as well as the buildings in town and all the decorations. In terms of weapons and combat, Linked offers a total of 10 different weapons, and each weapon has a few variation, making it for a grand total of 85 available weapons at the time of me recording this video. This offers quite a lot of variety in terms of combat. Now, the way it works is that each weapon can equip 1 core and up to 5 mods. Both the core and the mods will be found during your dungeon runs, and they are only available during a run. Cores are sort of like your elemental infusion, let's say, whereas the mods add certain properties to the weapon. So, when you start a dungeon run, for example, you get to choose which weapon you want to play with as your base weapon. And as you progress through the dungeon, you will find other weapons or the same weapon as yours but with increasingly higher levels. And you can replace your starting weapon, or you can just take the core of one of the weapons that you find, or you can stick with your starting weapon and just upgrade that throughout the mission, because at the end of every room, let's say, you get a chance to upgrade your weapon or add a mod to it or upgrade your core and so on and so forth. Each weapon has a combo mechanic where you can combo 3 or 4 consecutive attacks, with the last one being more powerful. There is also a charge mechanic on each weapon, so if you hold down the attack button, for example, you can charge a more powerful attack. The last thing to mention about weapons is that each weapon variation comes with its own special attack, and they can be quite varied, even if the type of weapon is the same. For example, if we look here at the claws, the buddy claws have a special called Flash Slash, but the Spark Slashers, which is another type of claws or another type of claw weapon, has a special called Razor Wave, and they do different things altogether. Now, moving on to the bit that took the most time for me during my time with the game, building your town and collecting bittybots and gillybots. What are bittybots and gillybots, you ask? Well, bittybots are small creatures that represent sort of like the fauna in your town, I guess, and the gillybots are the fish that you can catch in the waters in and around your town. As you can imagine, you have to collect them all. I mean, you don't have to, but you know what I mean. Also, some of the fish that you catch, or some of the gillibots, will unlock new weapon variations, so you will be interested in catching them all. Currently in the early access, at the time of me recording this video, there are a total of 120 bittybots and 108 gillibots to collect. They each have a certain spawn place and time of day, so it will take you a while to get them all. With the most recent patch, the game received a set of additions, including a dynamic weather system, new collectible critters, and a new chain quest, where you will help Frosto, a mysterious Unibot, search for his missing cryo crystals. Overall, I really like Linked Banner of the Spark. I'm having a lot of fun playing it. I really enjoy going on dungeon runs, and the dungeons aren't super long, 10 to 20 minutes tops so far, which is great because you can just jump in, do a quick dungeon and jump out. I also really enjoyed the building aspect of the game, customizing your town, finding new robots to become your townfolk, finding new critters, and so on and so forth. And another aspect that I really like is that when you play multiplayer, you get to either invite your friends over to your town, or they can invite you over to their town. And it's very cool to see how everybody has used the space, because we all have the same map layout, but everyone will use the space in a different way. But yeah, that's it from me on this one. If you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. If you want to get the game or put it on your wish list, you can do so on Steam. I'll leave a link to the game in the description down below. The price is currently €23 or dollars, depending on where you are in the world. Thank you very much for sticking around until the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.